Doon 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 doon. I don't think any one of us thought we were gonna be here today. Doon 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 doon. Yo, man. Not only did we get the Christmas present of last week, not only did we get one of the greatest chapters in the history of the series, but Ichiro Oda said, I got one more left in me. I got one more left in the tank. We are still cooking at the very highest level, yo. And I can't wait to see what we got in store today, man. Yo, first and foremost, man, to all of the individuals that sent your prayers, I appreciate y'all, man. We unfortunately weren't able to go on the vacation because whole family got sick, myself included. But we're here, man. We're here for the greatness. We're here for the peak fiction. So let's get right into it, yo. Because let me tell y'all something, man. Hold on, where's the camera? Where's the camera? Let me tell y'all, man. I can't get. No, I don't have any light. No. Hold on. All right. Hold up. Here we go. Egghead Island. Prepare yourselves. Ah! Alright, here we go. Woo! Yo, man. So, like I was saying, if you hear any sniffles in this stream, you should already be used to it by now, because all we've been doing is crying for the past couple of weeks. That's all we've been doing is crying the past couple of weeks, man. So, I appreciate y'all for being here. Whoa! Ali G! Ali G coming in with a Christmas gift! Coming in with a Happy New Year's! For that Ichiro Oda greatness! Yo, man, nothing but love to you, Ali G, dog. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The God Hand of Finance shows up, even when it's almost New Year's, yo. Nothing but love to you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. This year has just been absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. Gifted 20 to the channel. They told me the other day that I could gift memberships myself, but I don't know how to do that yet. When I figure that out, I'm gonna start handing out memberships too. But I still don't know how to do it yet. I still have no idea how to hand out memberships. Presno, nothing but love to Presno, yo, coming in with a 5 memberships to indicate that it is 5 o'clock in the morning where my dog Presno is. So it's pancake hours, it's waffle hours, and Presno is out here delivering on the greatness, yo. Thank you so much, Presno, man. Another individual who has sacrificed so much to be here on these streams. So I truly appreciate y'all for being here, man. I just want to give a quick shout out to OMG, who hasn't been here in a minute because of work and scheduling. So, so cool to see OMG in here. Yo, relax! Bro, what kind of chapter are we into? What kind of chapter are we in for today? We got Ali G double dipping. We got Ali G and Presno double dipping. Yo, man, on a holiday, they're going in the nachos and they're dipping twice. What kind of chapter are we in for today, bro? Let's go, man. What is going on? Yo, y'all are gonna be ready for this chapter, son. Oh, man, Ali G comes in with another 20. Gifted memberships to the channel. All love to everyone who is receiving these memberships, man. Yo. And my dog Presno comes in with another gifted membership, man. Dude, let me tell y'all something, bro. I think whenever I get my end of the year review, they're gonna think that I was hacking or something. They'll be like, yo, why do you have so many gifted memberships? I'm like, I don't know, man. It was Oda. It was Oda. It was the Gorosei. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, all right? I have nothing to do with this. I have nothing to do with. Big Dog Eric. Everyone's favorite Shankstard. Our guy. Straight from the Red Forest podcast. Comes in with a big 50. Put 5 on it. Put a 0 next to it. A big 50. Coming up in like somewhere Toei's own Eric Terlato, mind you. Coming up in there like swimwear. And says, this is making me smile all year, brother. Nah, man, Eric, bro. Eric, yo, relax, brother, relax. Relax, man. We are not gonna make this another stream in a row. Well, I mean, I'm already sniffling. We might as well. Y'all are insane, dude. Yo. Nothing but love to y'all, man. Yo, Eric, thank you so much for that. Nothing but love to everyone. OMG comes in and gives 5 to the channel. Brother, what kind of chapter are we in for? Is it because it's the holiday season? Okay. Everybody feeling the holly jolly Christmas vibes, bro. What's going on? OMG comes in first stream back and gives 5 memberships to the channel. Yo, man. What is going on? Hello Sama comes in membership for 21 months. That's a long time. Buckle up and happy holidays, coach. Happy holidays to you too, brother, man. Thank you so much, Hello Sama, for these awesome last couple of years, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Presno comes in with a 2 and said, nah, it's all you. It's not me. It's Ichiro Oda, man. It ain't me. It ain't me, bro. Then Durag Sama 2 comes in with a 20 and says, let's go, coach. Glad you're feeling better. Zun, if I wasn't feeling better before this, now I'm definitely feeling better. Yo, and we still got the chapter to read. I'm already losing my voice. I didn't have a voice to begin with. I didn't have a voice to begin with starting the stream, bro. Yo, man. Durag Sama 2, thank you so much for the 20, dog. I appreciate you. We're trying to feel better, man. We're trying. Yesterday, it was pretty bad. But today, thankfully, we were good to go. We were good to go. I almost didn't feel it at all. So I was like, yo, we're definitely gonna react to it tonight. But still, of course, feeling a little bit. And Lonely Mage comes in and says, watching in VR with a membership for 10 months. Watching in VR is crazy, yo. If you could send me like a screenshot of what that looks like, I have to see it. I have to see it, yo. I really, really do. Then, my boy Ayo Chrome, ladies and gentlemen, my Warzone brethren, for people who play video games, my Warzone tag team partner comes in and drops a 10. He was actually one of the individuals that told me earlier today, like, yo, no matter what, son, chapter needs to be reacted to, no matter what's going on, no matter how you feeling, gotta react to the chapter. I was like, all right, I got you. So shout out to my boy Josh, man. Ayo coming in with a 10 says, another year of Go Peace. Love how far you've made it, brother. No. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, brother, man. I truly, truly appreciate you, bro. I got nothing but love for you, man. And hopefully we'll catch that dub tomorrow. It escaped us, but hopefully we'll catch a dub tomorrow, man. Dude, another year of Go Peace incoming. And this is the crazy thing about it, Josh. Like, this year, we got less chapters than normal. And it already feels like we got the best year ever for One Piece. And now, next year, I don't know how many Oda got left in the tank. I don't know if we're going to take another month break or anything next year. But Lord knows. Coming off of the greatness that we've had in 2023, I can't even imagine. This technically is the first chapter of 2024, so I'm super, super excited for that, man. But thank you, AO Chrome, bro. I appreciate you. Nothing but love to my boy Josh for that. Yo, relax! Dude! Y'all are raining it down. So right here it says membership for 5 months. Does not show who it is, though. Let me check the viewer activity and see if it shows it to me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Whoever got the membership for 5 months, I do not see the message. It doesn't even show it over here. I greatly apologize. Presno comes in with a 2. It says, better lube up for this one. All jokes aside, of God. I'm not ready. Yo. Let's go, man. Yo, Presno. I'm believing. I'm believing in the hype. I'm all in. I am all in, yo. And then Hank comes in with a 10 and says, thanks for delivering Goat Raw Fire Peak content, coach. No, man. Trust me, like I said, those words, this channel does not exist without y'all and the One Piece greatness. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if my audio is good, even though I'm pretty sure the audio is good to go. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dive into some Peak. One last super, and we're diving into the gas. LAJ35 comes in with a 2 and says, starting off 2024 with another 10 out of 10 chapter, coach. Let's go. So happy to hear it. Nothing but love to y'all, man. Let's go. Super Alatreon comes in and gives 5 more memberships to the channel. My God. Y'all. All right. This chapter's about to be the one. This chapter's about to change the world. Bro. It's about to change the world. Yo, Silvershot, thank you so much. Audio good, thank you, Presno. Audio up, thank you, Efrain. Jonathan Timal comes in with a 10 and says, coach, it's time for greatness. Update for F7. Sephiroth, that's all I need to say. My boy re-experienced that peak. With that Sephiroth greatness. Jonathan Timal, keep grinding, man. Keep going for it, bro. Hopefully you get the golden chocobo too, bro. That's a grind in of itself. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Jonathan Timal. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, the audio is good. My laptop is good. Before my voice is completely shot because, yo, y'all are going crazy. Let's get right into it. It is time for what is officially the final chapter of this year / the official first chapter of next year. Oda is both ending and starting off the years with a bang. We expected this. We knew it was coming. Obviously, I was not supposed to be here this week, but no matter if I was on vacation or if I was sitting here in this chair, we were gonna be here today to react to the greatness. Why? Because this is the one, and I mean the one series that no matter what is going on, when it is time to read the peak, son, it's like the greatest medication you could ever imagine enters the body. Like all of the energy that was sapped out on some Kuma stuff was brought right back in. And we're ready to go into like swimwear. We are ready for that gas. We're ready for that peak because it is time for Final Saga Oda. It is time for the latest installment in the best-selling manga in history. Yo, listen, man. Next year, we're going to have this wonderful arc being animated on a weekly basis alongside its manga counterpart. It's going to be a glorious time. And we're going to be there for every step of the way because this is the one, the only, that greatness known as One Piece. Let's go, yo. Let's go, dudes. Now listen. Where is the start a thing real quick? Start a poll. Read the title. Are we reading the title this week, ladies and gentlemen? Are we reading the title? While y'all let me know whether I should read the title or not, LJ916 comes in with a 2 and says, Coach, fire chapter incoming. We love to see it, LJ. We love to see it. Oda coming in with the gas. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Read the title, yes? Let's get it. So because I was told, like, okay, it was okay to read the title. It's not okay to read the title. We're going to read the title. At least until the 90% is crazy, dude. Good Lord. Okay. Let's get right into it. I got full charge on my laptop, man. We are ready to go. Let's get it. Ichiro Oda season. Peak piece. Dude, the other day, I whenever I was originally packing, I opened up my laptop. First thing I saw was that Kuma panel, and I was like, oh my gosh, bro. I was like, oh my goodness, man. The one from 1102, whenever you have him on the talking to Vegapunk, and it was like, yo, it'll be him. And I was like, it'll be him. And I was just like, man, this is too much. This is too much. JJK dropped too. My Hero. Alright. Here we go. Cover page. And we've got the entire squad. Are those dragons? A dragon. So they're all wearing like different kinds of dragons. So let me pull this up. Make it full screen. We got Luffy, Deku, and Yuji in the back. Sukuna and Gojo up top. Mashley, and then you got a bunch of the protagonists. Man, Akane Banashi, bro. Every time Akane, Chinatsu, like, come on, man. My boy Taro, Sakamoto, like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Deku, Yuji. Bro, I'm really enjoying that golf manga, man. Where's the greens? And Kagurabachi. I'm enjoying that one a lot, too. Regardless, a lot of greatness in Shonen Jump right now. Let's get right into the chapter. Notes, Happy New Year from our boy Ichiro Oda. My resolutions are to have more barbecues and... He said the job ain't finished. We ain't done cooking in 2023. This man's New Year's resolution, I'm not making this up. I'm reading what it's telling me. I'm reading what it says in the foretold texts. This thing says my resolution are to have more barbecues. He's trying to cook. He's gonna be cooking the whole year. And draw even more fun manga. Are you kidding me? And we're in for the greatest year ever. This man's New Year's resolution is to have more barbecues. It's over. It's over. It is over. We are going to experience some peak, man. Yamato's a straw hat! Yamato's the only character in this... No, Momonosuke's on the left. Momonosuke's a straw hat, is he? Momonosuke's a straw hat too, right? Momonosuke... I don't know. Maybe it's just me with copium. Maybe it's just the cope no me. But wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at this more carefully. Frankie, Sanji, Brook, Zoro Usopp, Chopper, Monkey D, Yamato, Jinbei riding on top of Dragon Form Momonosuke is fire. That looks so cool. And then Robin and Nami. Listen, man. Hey, look, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. But this is so cool. Is it the year of the dragon? Is that what 2024 is? Is it the year of the dragons? We've been seeing a lot of dragon stuff. Is 2024 the year of the dragon? Because even in the cover for Weekly Shonen Jump, we see like Luffy dressed in like as if he was Kaido. Regardless, color page looking nice. I see Yamato, automatic 10 out of 10 chapter. I don't even gotta read the chapter. I don't even gotta read the chapter. It's like, you got Yamato on the color page. He's an automatic 10 out of 10 chapter. That's all I know. That's all I know. So let's get right into this, man. So, final thoughts. The most recent chapter. You know what? No, we'll talk about that whenever we do our favorite chapters of the year rankings. I was gonna talk about the 1102 since I didn't get a chance to make an afterthoughts. But we'll talk about that whenever we do the chapter of the year rankings. Let's get into this chapter. Let's get into this chapter. We're still in the flashback? Oda, man. I can't do this anymore, brother. I can't. I'm gonna need to go to therapy. Oh my god, bro. Dude, I don't know. Yo. Can I go home yet? I mean, bro, this is this is already the top 1 flashback. Do we need any more? Like, son, I'm already sweating. Bonnie finally knows. You saw everything? So we see Egghead. This looks more like, what just happened? Mattress firm? Tempur-Pedic mattresses? What's going on? Where did One Piece go? What is this? All right, no, whoa. They're trying to take my One Piece away from me. What? Mattress firm. Anyways, you saw everything. Bro, the title of the chapter. The title of the chapter is I'm So Sorry, Daddy, man. Dog, I cried like 10 times reading the last chapter. Haven't we seen enough? Haven't I gone through enough? Yo, this is too much, man. I can't take this anymore, bro. This is too much. And then you title this chapter, I'm So Sorry, Daddy. Like, man, dog, let me breathe some oxygen. I did. Now I've really done it. I broke my promise to Kuma. And Vegapunk obviously is thinking about the how much Kuma went through and how much he went through in order to keep this promise together. Whew. No. Bonnie reverts to her true self. Oh, no, we're not doing this today. We are not. It's not happening. We're gonna think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. We ain't doing this today. It ain't happening. This is not happening. Bonnie comes over and hugs Vegapunk, the one individual she has continued to go after multiple times. The one individual that she was consistently after, and obviously before we cut over to the Around the World section, we saw how Bonnie's demeanor changed, right? And we all assumed it was due to everything that was going on here, right? But now that we've seen the full context of the flashback, to have this directly follow that, now that Bonnie has experienced the memories, it's almost like this chapter, follows up on everything, or this page follows up on exactly what we saw last chapter and the chapters before that. Like, we saw it through Bonnie's perspective, all of those different sequences. So it could honestly be a situation where we saw the Kuma stuff through Bonnie's eyes for the first time as Bonnie, and Bonnie filled in the gaps through her point of view, through what she remembered, right? And of course, showcasing it to the audience. So this makes perfect sense to me that we saw all of that through Bonnie's perspective. It's like a flashback within a flashback. So Bonnie goes over, hugs Vegapunk. I'm sorry, Vegapunk. What's that? A gift Kuma left with me? The gift! The gift! A gift Kuma left with me for your 10th birthday. From Dad? That's great. A sapphire necklace. How pretty. Oh, man. Kuma, bro. Flipping Kuma, man. It looks like the sun. She's gonna keep her own Nika with her, man. It's gonna be like the you know, going back to the beginning of the series where everyone has their sacred treasure that they held deep within the core of their heart. That was one of the major thematic elements of the East Blue Saga. And now Jewelry Bonnie, of course, Ichiro Oda himself calling back to the origins of the series, as he has multiple times here within this flashback. But now even so, with even the gift for Jewelry Bonnie looking like the sun, an obvious thing, of course, to Nika and stuff, and you know, the Nika-ish future and stuff of that nature. But for Bonnie to have this, man, it's like, come on, dude, come on. I'll treasure it forever. He said it's a protective charm. Like the one from Bleach? Honestly, though, it's hard to believe what that kid has become only after 2 years. Straw Hat? So he's the son of Dad's old buddy, right? She's gonna know! She's gonna know! Her entire opinion on Luffy's gotta change, dog. We already saw her demeanor changed. Indeed, I was stunned when you both showed up together. Fate is a strange thing. It really is, dude. It really is. Like, the two individuals that Kuma trusted everything to ended up showing up together. A lot has happened on Egghead. Well, you've been in that room. The Straw Hat crew saved me just now, in fact. I'll explain everything. We can meet up with them when things have calmed down. I'm sorry for everything, Bonnie. Now you know how worthless I am. A mere scientist. Oh, this is coming from Vegapunk. These are Vegapunk's regrets. Now you know how worthless I am. A mere scientist for hire following his orders. You're wrong. The real villain... We're out the flashback. We're out the flashback. We're out the flashback. We are out the flipping flashback, bro. Hold up, dude. Garcia, Yu-Gi-Oh! Summon Saturn, dude. Hold up, dude. Hold up. AKA the man who is no longer JD Legend. You're wrong. The real villain is him. Oh, man. And I love how this contrasts the Kuma panel talking about, you know, it's gonna be him, it's gonna be that man. It's gonna be Monkey D. In Bonnie's case, it was like, no, the real villain is this guy. It's him. We know who she's talking about. The present. Oh my god, we're back in the flippin' present. The present Egghead New World. Saturn is holding on to Bonnie. This is exactly where we left off. Jewelry Bonnie the pirate. Your father Kuma is truly dead. Why you just gotta put it out there like that, brother? Is truly dead. Bonnie, why can't I move? Bonnie! Food. Someone give me food. Luffy's still in the struggle. Meat! I would if I could, but my body. Vegapunk's bodyguard is in custody. I repeat, we've got Sentomaru. Sentomaru's in custody. Sentomaru-kun. Bonnie. Kizaru, brother. Listen, man. As a longtime fan of professional wrestling, I need you to, in the quickest instance possible, I need you to roll back over and be like, yo, the time has come for my face turn. The time has come for my face turn. I'm ready to turn babyface. Come on, Kizaru. Any word on the status of things up here? We can't confirm the situation since Commodores and below aren't allowed to approach. Obviously, this is talking about the whole Garcia Saturn thing, how everybody will be petrified if they come into his presence. A siege involving an emperor. It'll be a miracle if there are no casualties. Is that a snowman? I thought the island was filled with AC. Are we going around the world? So we see a guy with a heftier mustache than me. I might have him beat. But yo, he's got a hefty mustache. Talking to y'all remember the old Kaido silhouette? He's talking to the old Kaido silhouette in a Monopoly top hat with a nice scarf. So we've got me talking to old Kaido silhouette. And I think we're going around the world. The scale is bigger than the Ohara incident. Please be safe, Dr. Vegapunk. Who is that? Is this man in Hawaii? He's got a palm tree behind him? What is going on? Assuming there's... Dragon's on his feet. He's gonna do something. Good Lord. It finally, in the good year 2024, Dragon is gonna get up from that chair. And he's finally gonna do something, brother. And I'm here for it. I'll be there no matter what. Dragon. Let's go, man. Your people are waiting for you. Your son is waiting for you. Let's get it on, bro. Assuming there's still a trace of Kuma in there. Where would his instincts take him, Eva? Was he morally in the background? If it was me, I would storm Marijoas for some payback. He already did. But as we know, Kuma is different. Bro, he's got to be headed here, bro. He's got to be coming here, man. He has to be, bro. That's what the flashback showed us. There is the one thing on the planet he prioritizes more than anything else. As a matter of fact, both of the things he prioritizes more than anything else on the planet are in the same spot. They're in the same spot. Dragon, man. We pull back to Egghead. If I'm gonna get killed here anyway, then... Distorted future. She's about to fuck Saturn. Yo, Bonnie, stop, man. Bonnie, stop before I put you in my top 10. Bonnie, stop before I put you in my top 10, son. She's going for an elephant gun. She's charging it up. Nika. Saturn is shook. Future goes in. No. Saturn grabs her before she goes in for the elephant gun. Yo, he was shook. Nika. Future. Ba? What the? I suddenly feel weak again. Why? What is going on? Are his hands made of sea stone?
So you too know that name. You really are his daughter. That being said, you don't fully understand its meaning. Bro, why does everybody say that? Within the past, since chapter 1085, we have heard multiple characters in the verse, especially those from the Gorosei side of things, state that we do not understand, the individuals in the verse do not understand the full meaning when they're speaking of characters like the D, or things of the nature of the D and or Nika. Like, we don't have the full context. Obviously, we don't. But this is coming from Instant Messenger Sama and now Saint J. Garcia Saturn. It seems she hasn't drawn the connection between Nika and Straw Hat's new white form. Is this coming from Garcia Saturn? Between Nika and Straw Hat's new white form. How pathetic. The king? Is that the king? I know that scar anywhere. Luffy, if you get up right now, bro. Oh. Where did that come from? Where did that food come from? Who's responsible for this? Put him in sea stone cuffs immediately. He's eating. They're feeding him meat. He's coming. Yo, Luffy, please. Please, spring up like Shawn Michaels and hit him with the Gear 5, bro. Get him! Kizaru, what's with this geezer? I can't even change his age. Bonnie, you owe that power of yours to me. We conducted experiments to determine whether extract infusions could grant a baby an ability without feeding them the fruit normally. I beg your pardon? Bonnie, you owe that power of yours to me. We conducted experiments to determine whether extract infusions could grant a baby an ability without feeding them the fruit normally. So she literally had this ability from birth? From the moment that she came out, Wow Wang automatically came out with this ability? Because they were extracting infusions as a test to see whether they could grant a baby an ability. That is nuts. But I believe it because it's coming from the God hand of science, right? In Saint J. Garcia Saturn. So it's like, if he's doing stuff like this, then what else has he done throughout the course of the series? He's doing this to babies. Look at Bonnie. It was a success, but the fruit itself is useless now. Oh, I didn't put two and two together. So obviously he's in control of that. I thought he had like sea stone hands or something. But the fruit itself is useless now. She looks shook, bro. Its ability can transform you into a state that matches any future perceived to be possible. That is nuts. Its ability can transform you into a state that matches any future perceived to be possible. But that means the possibilities become limited as your future becomes more certain. That is an insane ability, bro. Are you kidding me? Wait. So, the ability with hope, the ability as more paths are opened, is limitless. But the moment that your future is certain, the closer you get to that certain future, then the ability starts winding down. That is kind of nuts. That kind of represents Egghead. That represents science. As you uncover the truth, the possibilities become limited as your future becomes more certain as you uncover the truth. Nika is just an impossible myth Nika's just an impossible myth you wanted to believe in. What in... Bro, this thing looks like the... Y'all remember in Mario, the little Tanuki swirl that's in the air? What is... It looks like a spaceship. What in the... Wait. Is it time? Oh my god. It's time. He's coming like a missile. And Dika's real. I've been looking for him to save Dad. Ever since you turned him into your cyborg slave. Oh my god, Kuma's coming. Yet, your sudden weakening proves you are starting to doubt whether his existence is possible. Your father just passed on a worthless buccaneer legend. He once told me he wanted to save people just like Nika. Kuma! I love this guy, bro. I do, man. He's the realest. He's the realest, dog. He's the realest. Come on, man. Your mother being brought to the Holy Land to be wife number 8. I didn't think it was going to be possible. But we finally found a character that I hate more than Charlos. I knew it. Of course it would be you. Of course you would be the actual father to Bonnie, man. Of course you... Vermin. Your mother being brought to the Holy Land to be wife number 8 is ironic, really. She ended up being part of my drug experiments, dog. Luffy, if you don't get up, I will. Monkey D, if you don't get up, son, I will. This man's about to see all the Puerto Rican smoke. He don't want to see me. He ain't trying to see me. Like the other failures, she developed Sapphire's scale. Keep talking, dog. Keep talking, brother. Man. Kuma, I need you to drop on this man like Madara dropping the meteor. I knew the results were poor, but to think the condition passed on to her child as well. What? Explosion. Kuma, please. Kuma, come save this daughter. Come save your daughter from this filth. From this little piece of garbage. Something landed over there. Everything. It was all you. Garcia Saturn, he's such a flippin' blood mark, man. From the moment I read that section in 1098, whoever was going to end up being the Pops, I was going to hate from with every fire in my being, man. Oh, brother, I need someone to swing on him. Please. Please, bro. I don't care. Experiments, how dare you, Saturn? Those sapphire scales tore Kuma's family apart. Vegapunk's talking back. Yo, man, Dr. Flippin' Vegapunk, dog. talking back to a dude that looks like he crawled straight out of the Inferno, son. I mean, Vegapunk is him. They're the reason he threw his life away. You used it as a bargaining chip when you were the one responsible. That's what makes this so infuriating. He was the one who put the deal together, knowing he was the one who created this entire process to begin with. Look at it from my perspective. Do you comprehend the feelings of the insects you step on? Of course not. This man just compared. This brother right here just compared fathering a child. Yo, man, I don't care if Roger comes back to life, bro, and swings on this, bro. I don't, man. I don't care. Call me emotional. Call me wanting plot holes. I wouldn't mind if this man got swung on by Ace, Roger, and Whitebeard at the same time. Conqueror's coded attacks. Happy my comment section about something. Oh, Ace doesn't have Conqueror's coding. He will in my canon. In my canon, where Ace destroys Garcia Saturn, he's got it. In my canon, where Roger and Whitebeard are using whatever Kaido and Big Mom used, the Ikaku's sovereignty, to send this brother back where he belongs. Tired of this stuff, man. Kuma, bro, he's on his last legs. He can't even function. He can't even think properly. He's lost all semblances of humanity. We saw his last moments as a human being last chapter. And even still, he has a bond that goes even beyond his humanity. His bond with Bonnie goes so deep that it is going past the things that were put into his veins that made him inhumane. I mean, how can you not want to root for him? How can you not want him to see the world? Come on, man. Is it a pacifist? No, you blackguards. Y'all are looking at him. No, look at his palms. He has paws, Kuma. This is an urgent report from the southwest coast. The ex-warlord of the sea, Bartholomew Kuma, has made landfall. He's heading straight for the center of the island. Our authority chip commands aren't working. We can't stop him. You better believe you can't stop him. It's all your fault. It is all your fault. What a fiasco. How could Kuma possibly be here? He's here now? I can't hold on. I'm so scared. Bonnie, hang on for just a few more seconds. For just a few more seconds, maybe we coming. Stop and fire at will. Yes, sir. Kuma, bro, this man he's running through all of it again. I can't force myself to speak anymore. Daddy, it feels like my heart is shattering. It's coming from Bonnie. And Kuma's still getting shot at. He's still getting shot at, bro. It feels like my heart is shattering. He gets sent to the ground. He's getting hit by bazookas. Kuma, open fire. You sacks of garbage, man. Just let the man see his daughter. Just let him see his daughter, bro. Open fire. Don't stop till you're out of ammo. And look at Kuma. He doesn't even look human. He doesn't even look human. Look at this battle. At this point, I think I'd be better off dead. Bonnie, don't ever think that way. Bonnie, don't ever think that way, bro. Not after everything this man has done for you. To ensure that you could have the best future possible. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Don't do this now, brother. Don't do this now, Bonnie. Sanji, Vegapunk, I'm so sorry, Daddy. The title. Kuma's still running. He's obliterating everything in his path. All that shrieking is unbearably noisy. You insufferable waif. This is your flippin' life and... Blow her head off. You sacks of garbage, man. They aim. Kuma, please. Please, bro, please. Kuma, please. Please. He sends lasers. He made it! Wait! Garcia, I'm so sad. I'm so sorry, Daddy. He tosses Bonnie to the ground. You fought really hard for me to live, but here comes Kuma. Pa! I'm sorry, Whitebeard, man. This is the greatest dad I've ever seen, bro. He's him. He's Pops. This is Oyaji, bro. This brother right here is Oyaji, man. This is my Pops right here. This is Oyaji, bro. This man takes a full-on attack from a flipping Gorosei. All for the sake of being like, yo, you ain't hurting horror more than you already have. Not on my watch. Not while I'm breathing oxygen. Kuma's not even there. Look at his body. Look how tattered he is. His body. Come on, man. Come the flip on, bro. Kuma's short-circuiting, dog. It's Bartholomew Kuma. Kuma comes in. He turns around and grabs the bottom of his foot. He coats his fist. Oh, Kuma, please. Kuma! Go, a father's fury. What? Where's the next page? TCP! Where's the next page? Dude, yo, man. You know what the worst part about this cliffhanger is? We're not getting another chapter until like mid-January, dude. Oh. Oh my god. Look at this final page, bro. Kuma's going in with everything he has. outer space.
Yo, man, I don't care anymore, dog. Listen, man, you can call me a recency bias merchant. You can do whatever you want, bro. The final saga is my favorite arc in One Piece, bro. It's just when I continue to read these chapters, it becomes more and more clear to me that I, at the very least, have not experienced what I'm experiencing here with this arc, bro. I'm experiencing first, brother. I've been in the game for so long. And I've never seen anything done like this. This is execution, baby. This is who drops a chapter like this, bro? This chapter was legendary. This last chapter was absolutely zenith. That chapter combined with this one is some of the best stuff in the entire series, bar none. Bar none. This is some of the greatest stuff in the entire series, without question. Without question. Kuma, you know something? When we finish doing our chapter of the year poll, I think I'm going to do a favorite character poll. And we'll see how high Kuma goes. We'll see. And that's going to prove how much Oda's cooking right now. Because let me tell you, that brother Kuma is him. I've never seen a character come up in like swimwear in the way that this man has. This man showed up like Whitebeard did in Marineford. Except he is literally on death's door. And he's about to start boxing a member of the Gorosei. Not for honor. Not for boxing. For his flippin' daughter, man. That's my guy right there. Look at this final panel, bro. The real Pops shows up against the fake Pops and straight up says, yo, I'm Dynamo. Why does Oda have to play with my emotions like this? This is the exact same type of framing in the final page that he used for the Ace death. The way that Kuma's kneeling down like this, it almost looked like whenever Ace died. Like, yo, Kuma's on Egghead, bro. And he's ready to cook. Luffy's eating meat, so you know he's getting up. Oh my goodness, next chapter, they're gonna see Nika. Both Bonnie and Kuma in Kuma's final words. In Kuma's final, just breath in life. He's gonna go out and see the individual whom he entrusted everything to. And Nika, in front of his own eyes. The thing that started all this in the first place was when he punched a celestial dragon initially. And it caused Kuma to be like, wait, there is someone out there who's willing to do that. So imagine Nika coming in and taking out a member of the Gorosei. What would that do for Kuma wanting to entrust the future to him? What would that do for Bonnie, seeing someone who has brought so much terror to her life, being taken down before her eyes by the very individual whom her father told the stories of? Wait, what?
No way. Dude, I just saw Presno's comment. Was it really Kizaru who fed Luffy? No way. Kizaru face turn? Kizaru fed the king? Dude. Yo, man. Or caribou. Or caribou. Oh, man, alright. Let's read the supers, man. Dude, this chapter reading experience was crazy, bro. Yo, man, it's like I have the heat from the sickness, and then I have the heat from the chapter. And there's colliding to take me out right now, man. Good lord. Yo, Bartholomew Kuma, man, I love you, dude. That is my guy, man. Bonnie, dude. Yo, I don't even know where to begin with this chapter. I don't. I don't even know where to begin. I'm so... Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my goodness, man. It's everything I wanted, bro. This man turns around and immediately goes into punch Garcia Saturn. Yo, bro, it's everything I wanted. Egghead. Egghead, bro. Alright, man. Vedrick. I apologize, dude. This chapter, my eyes are already bad enough as it is. I gotta hold on, man. I need to fan myself with the laptop for a sec. God, Lord, man. Yo, dude, I was so immersed. What time is it? It's 12:11. The past hour just went by in a breeze. Dude. What a chapter, man. What a chapter. Redrick comes in with a 5 and says, Kuma top 5 best character. Easy. And wait until we get the character conclusion. The brother is still cooking. I thought he was top 5 character after the flashback. He's now cooking in the present time too? It's over. Kuma the GOAT, man. Stop playing with my guy. Dude, he really came in to save Bonnie, bro. He really popped up in there, man. What a beautiful, beautiful chapter, dude. Let's go. Presno comes in with the 2 says Wizaro feeding Luffy top 1 moment. So that's what I was that's what the comment that I read that I was like, wait a minute, what? That is so cool if Kizaru really did do that. That is so cool, man. Thank you, Presno, dude. Kosh Panda comes in with a 10 and says, the pastor has arrived to exercise the deep... Yo, literally. This is the first time Kuma has made a fist. He usually uses his paws because he's a pacifist. Oh, great point. I didn't think about that. Kuma's like, yo, screw all that. You getting taken out. You're getting taken out, son. He usually uses his paws because he's pacifist, but Saturn does not deserve the pause of liberation. Let's go. He does not deserve the pause of liberation. Pack that man up. We're packing him up and getting him out of here, man. Yo, that is so true. The first time Kuma's made a fist. See, it's that type of stuff that really makes me appreciate the long-form storytelling of One Piece. Because if the man... all of his attacks really have been open with his hand open. He's never really closed his fist. That's crazy. And as shown in the flashback, right? Kuma, man. My guy. Thank you, Akash Pandeo. Vortex comes with membership for 8 months. Says, about the 8th wife thing. It could be Imu's wife. What makes you say that? Especially since he is looking at Vivi as the next victim. 8th wife, 800 years ago, 1 wife per century. Because of the picture from chapter 908. Oh, I didn't think about that. 1 wife per century. And now he's going to try to have Vivi be the... So does that mean... Are you implying that Bonnie's potentially Imu's kid? That's nuts. That's even more insane than anything I was possibly thinking of. Could be Imu's wife. Dude, that would change the game. That would be game-changing if true. 8th wife, 1 every 100 years. 1 wife per century. Vortex, man, you are cooking there, dude. I didn't think about that. Whenever I initially looked at the panel, of course, I was so overcome with emotions that I was like, wait. Saturn's probably referring to himself here, right? But you're right. What if Saturn wasn't referring to himself? What if Saturn was actually referring to, like you said, someone else? An Imu. If Bonnie is Imu's daughter, then I need Bonnie there in the final panels of One Piece. Final page chapters of One Piece. When Luffy is packing Imu up, I need Bonnie to see that the same way Yamato saw Kaido getting packed. The same way the citizens of Dressrosa saw Doflamingo getting packed, right? Like the same way all these characters got packed. With Garcia Saturn potentially getting packed here soon. And Imu, need Bonnie there present for both. If that's true. If that's true, yo. Dude, that would make Bonnie one of the most important characters by far. I mean, she already is one of the most important characters, but you're telling me Imu's daughter, held in high prevalence by Garcia Saturn, Kuma's daughter, screw Imu, screw whoever the real father is. Kuma's the real pops. But that's nuts, Vortex. Like you just completely blew my mind with that. Thank you for that, my brother. Daniel Camargo comes in with a 2 and says, Bonnie for Straw Hat Revolutionaries. I would take both. That was a Straw Hat level backstory, and what we're getting right now is Straw Hat level material, right? So I would take Bonnie for Straw Hat any day of the week. Have Bonnie be the cabin girl on the ship that is going to inherit the Straw Hat after Luffy. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Shout out to, I believe it was Morge, that brought up that possibility, and I loved it. Absolutely loved that idea. Love the concept of that. And but also if Bonnie joins the Revolutionary Army, taking on after Kuma, I would love that as well. I think both of them would be great. Have Bonnie learn Fisherman Karate from Koala and be with Sabo and whatnot. Because obviously, either way, they're both going to be very, very important in the final saga. So I'm down for either. Both make sense to me. Thank you, Daniel Camargo. Kosh Panda comes with a 5 and says, next chapter Luffy's going to pass Bonnie and Kuma the last remaining popcorn and say, sit back and enjoy the show. Who fed Luffy, Kizaru, Caribou, or Nami? So let's go ahead and break this down. Luffy's going to pass Bonnie and Kuma the last remaining popcorn. The last remaining pieces of meat. Be like, yo, watch this. Y'all believed in me? Kuma saved your boy all that time ago? Oh, I got y'all now. If Luffy in Gear 5 packs up Nika, or My brain is rotten, y'all. I shouldn't even be here. I should be in bed. Talking about Luffy packing up Nico. What about him? If Luffy comes out here and packs up Garcia Saturn, you know how insane that's gonna be? We're just like, yo, I got y'all. I got y'all, man. Y'all believed in me, I got y'all. Sit back and enjoy it. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind, yo. Who fed Luffy, Kizaru, Caribou, or Nami? I love all three. For obvious reasons. Kizaru, teetering Kizaru is so cool. And plus being faster than light, it makes sense that Kizaru was able to supply that much meat. Caribou, wanting to have it, or has his own motivations for doing all of this. So obviously Caribou makes a lot of sense to me as well, considering that he's potentially working for somebody else and maybe wants to keep Luffy alive, right? Over someone like Garcia Saturn. That to me is a really cool idea too. Nami, obviously Straw Hat greatness, in the face of no matter who it is, willing to save our king. I think all three possibilities are really cool. Personally, as much as I love our Straw Hat interactions, would love for it to be either Kizaru or Caribou, considering the context. Considering the context. I think that would be fantastic. I think either of those two are really cool. The Caribou one would bring up a lot of interesting possibilities, honestly. If Caribou were to be the one to do it. Thank you, Akash Panda, for that. Jesus Alvarez comes on the 5 and says, I love the parallels of Sabaody being revisited with Egghead. Luffy's epic punch with Charlos, and now Kuma's doing the same thing to Saturn. Dude, I love it. We've received so many parallels within this arc that us getting this one now feels like it is the most rewarding one. If in the next chapter we actually see the punch land and we see Kuma coming in, because this is already extremely satisfying just seeing him here and ready to box Saturn. It's already a really satisfying situation. But to actually see him land the attack is going to be one of the greatest moments of all time. It's just going to be a string. It's going to be a string of just like peak stuff back to back to back. Of like the flashback and then the epic punch. It's like whenever Luffy punched Bellamy or punched Celestial Dragon or came in and punched Wapol after the flashback ended. Remember in Drum Island, in the manga in particular, whenever Luffy goes in right before he lands the punch on Wapol, we see the Drum Island flashback, and then he finishes the attack, right? That to me is the type of weight that this attack has, except it has like the weight of the entire series on its back, for how much Kuma's been involved throughout the course of this entire thing. So for him to come in and just doing what he's doing right now is already enough for me as it is. But this punch really is all of these years in the making, man. I mean, it's just what a phenomenal chapter, bro. I just peak fiction, man. Peak flipping fiction, bro. Come on, dude. Thank you, Jesus Alvarez. LJ916 comes in with a 10 and says, random correlations I made this chapter. Number 1, Sapphire is the gem of the planet Saturn. Oh, interesting, LJ. Sapphire is the gem of the planet Saturn. Number 2, the number 8, Guinea, is ruled over by Saturn. The number 8, Guinea, is ruled over by Saturn. So you're still thinking that Guinea's potentially. Wait, is that supposed to be like a planetary reference? Elaborate on number 2. On the number 8, Guinea being ruled over by Saturn. Are you implying that Guinea like the wife, or Guinea like in terms of like maybe like some sort of thing in terms of the actual planet Saturn? Number 3, Sapphire means royalty and yearning for eternal life in Christianity. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. Sapphire means royalty and yearning for eternal life in Christianity. I honestly didn't know that. Royalty and yearning for eternal life. That's fascinating. Yearning for immortality gives in correlation with the sapphire.
And obviously with the symbolism that's already been showcased here within this arc, I would not throw that being a direct reference away. That's really cool. That's really cool. But yo, Sapphire being the gem of the planet Saturn, spitting, did not know that last one. That's really, really interesting. And but elaborate on the number 8 guinea thing for sure, because I'm interested. Thank you, LJ. I appreciate you so much. Super comes in with the 100. Shout out to my dog Super, man. Crazy chapter to start 2024. Yamato's a straw hat. We love to see it, Super. Like, yo, come on. Dragon's Year. Kizaru feeding the king. Yo, if that's true, dude, that is so fire. And the biological father, Saturn, possibly versus the real father, Kuma, parental bonds. Like, yo, what does it mean to be a pops? And it's like, it's carrying themes of One Piece, because that's one of the things that's been prevalent throughout the course of the story. You know, is bonds that go further than being, you know, related by blood, right? With the found family tropes, and that are so prevalent within this series. And to see them explored here with a character like Kuma directly, like the individual who inherited this individual versus the potential parent. I mean, it's just so cool the way that One Piece continues to do stuff like this and stays so thematically consistent throughout the course of its narrative all these years later. It's so cool, man. Thank you, Super Dog. The Ashton Samurai Jiro comes in with a 5. Shout out to my dog. It says, this punch is 30 years in the making. When this hits, it will surpass Luffy's punch on Charlos. Also, my heartache for bonding this chapter is monumental. For both of those, yes, man. This, you know, Luffy punching Charlos is one of my favorite moments in the series. For many, many, many different reasons. But the weight of this. It's like, especially if Kuma lands the attack and then Luffy takes down Saturn, that combination is going to be one of the greatest moments ever, bro. It is going to be so insane, man. Like, all I want is for this dude to get packed right now. If he truly is Bonnie's actual pops. But Ashton Samurai Jiro, I'm right there with you, man. Like, Bonnie in this chapter, my heart just went out to her so much. It hurt. It hurt seeing her just be confronted, bro. Like, she's only 10. She's already suffered through so much, and now you're telling me all of these different things that the individual who truly is directly responsible for everything is right in front of me. Even more than what she initially thought he was for. I mean, it's going to be really, really painful for her, especially if Saturn truly is the pops. It's like, come on, man. And the thing with the fruit as well. It's like Oda definitely has he put that explanation in there for a reason that's going to become very prevalent here soon. God, Bonnie coming in with an elephant gun, about to drop down on Saturn's head was one of the coolest moments in this chapter, dude. That was epic. That was fire. I was not expecting that. That was super, super dope. Her hugging Vegapunk retaliating in the present time. So many great moments in this chapter, bro. So many great moments, man. Yo, Akbar J, seriously, this is our 3-week supply chapter, bro. We're not getting another chapter for a minute. We're not getting another chapter for a minute, man. Good Lord. Okay. So yeah, I see Rafa D. Goat's thing here. So I don't think Saturn's the father. He probably meant number 8 wife to a random celestial dragon. Okay, so I guess I let my emotions get the best of me whenever I was reading that. Because the way I initially read that was that he was talking about himself. Okay, so I guess we'll have to see what gets confirmed here within the next few chapters. Whether Saturn's the father or not. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. The damage has already been done. Especially since Saturn's the one that orchestrated all of this. But I think it's really, really interesting. I think it would make it even more interesting if Saturn really is the Pops. But if he's not the Pops, it doesn't matter. It's Saturn. Saturn's still gotta get packed to me. He's still gotta get packed for doing all this, man. Hey, Zizric comes in celebrating the 10th Super on stream. Shout out to Zizric, yo. Comes in and says Bonnie could get Kuma's fruit with how she got her current powers and will go with the theme of the Straw Hat fruits having numbers in their name. Ooh. Yo, Zizric. Yo, Bonnie could get Kuma's fruit with how she got her current powers. So with the way that she got her current powers, she might be able to... If that's true, could that potentially give us insight into how Blackbeard is able to have multiple abilities? But at the same time, no, because I was going to say... Blackbeard potentially could have done something similar. Not to him, obviously, as a baby, because he searched for the Yami Yami no Mi, ate that, and then took Whitebeard's fruit in some way, shape, or form, put it inside, right? So whether he ate it, whether he extracted infusions, which I doubt he did, because I don't know if they were capable of doing something like that. But regardless, if Bonnie does end up taking Kuma's fruit, and has both the Kuma fruit and her own ability, that would be game-changing for me. Game-changing. Because the only other character in the series who's able to do that is Blackbeard. That's interesting. But I love the concept of the theme of the Straw Hat fruits having numbers in their name. And Bonnie potentially joining, obviously. I like that a lot. Thank you, Zizrek. I appreciate you. For that really, really cool comment. Subra comes in with the 40 and says, Kuma located Bonnie through the protective charm. So, I think so. I think that the protective charm was put there so that Kuma would be able to locate her or come back to it when the time was right. It's something I've seen in a few different series. So to see One Piece use it was really cool. But the weight obviously was there for Kuma coming in at the right time and bring her to safety. So I think that is how Kuma found her, Asubra. Is through the protective charm. Thank you for that, fam. Interesting. Don't forget what Lilith said at the start of the arc. You can't remove human instinct. Vegapunk couldn't remove Kuma's fatherly instinct. That's a great point, Brandon King. That is what Lilith said at the beginning of the arc. That's so true. I love that. I love that. Hank says, Dragon has been in 7 straight chapters. 1104 will continue the streak. We could. That's true, yo. We've seen Dragon a lot. LJ916 comes in with a 20. So every planet has a number they rule over, and 8 happens to belong to Saturn. Oh, that's what you meant. Gotcha. I'm also going to have to do some research regarding Saturn's statement of Bonnie, not understanding why Luffy becomes pure white. True that. So the first part of your comment, every planet has a number they rule over, and 8 happens to belong to Saturn. Thank you for elaborating on that, because I was curious. I was really curious. I'm also going to have to do some research regarding Saturn's statement of Bonnie, not understanding why Luffy becomes pure white. And it's so interesting, right? Because I feel like she's going to have the big... Because we got to remember, she's only 10 years old, right? Or she's still a little kid. So putting two to two together is, especially in that regard, it feels like something that has to be visually shown to her, which is why she's probably going to come to the conclusion and put two and two together when Luffy rises back up in Gear 5, ready to take on Saturn. At least that's the way that I'm looking at it, which is going to be in Kuma's final moments as well. So Luffy going Gear 5 here is going to have the most importance since the drums of liberation initially sounded at the end of Wano, because here he is going to be similar in a situation to Wano, where he served as the hero to the individuals who really needed him. In this particular case, he is going to be the symbol of liberation and freedom to Kuma and Bonnie, showcasing that they really had they did the right thing in believing in him, right? And it's going to lead to such an emotional and beautiful moment. So I strongly do believe, LG, that's what we're leading towards, with Saturn making that statement of Bonnie now understanding why Luffy becomes pure white. Yo, man, y'all are crazy. The fruit juice. Hey, man, listen, dude. He might have extracted the fruit juice. That's all I'm saying. LAJ35 comes in with a 10 and says, what if who fed Luffy was Blackbeard pirates or the shadow silhouette from earlier in Egghead? Also, how horrible are the other Gorosei going to be if Saturn's only introduction? Bonnie and Yamato for Straw Hat. Oh, hey, I agree 100% with your final statement. Amen to that. We still have quite a few characters. I mean, obviously, the end of series Straw Hats is going to be pretty major. Vivi's a Straw Hat for a majority of different reasons. Yamato is all but confirmed, right? So Bonnie is fascinating as well. And then, of course, we have like Momonosuke and Law, which to me are like pretty much Straw Hats, but not Straw Hats, right? Like one of them is the captain of his own crew, and the other one's a shogun. So it's we've got a lot of characters that feel like they're Straw Hats. But going back to your initial point, what if who fed Luffy was Blackbeard pirates or the shadow silhouette? So the shadow silhouette I thought was Garcia Saturn, but you're implying it could be someone different, which is interesting. But it being the Blackbeard pirates fascinates me, because if they were to do this in order to get Luffy back up, so then they could come in and swoop at the most opportunistic moment, Blackbeard pirate style, and take a situation, I'd be down for something like that, because it would be so Blackbeard pirates to take care of the opportunity at hand, cash in money in the bank, and take what they believe is rightfully theirs. I would be so down for that, because it aligns with their motivations and what they're attempting to achieve. So I would definitely be down for that LAJ, if it would be the Blackbeard pirates. But and also on your comment on how horrible the other Gorosei are going to be, they don't all necessarily have to be this way. I think they're probably most certainly going to be in some sort of way like this, because I feel like their mindsets are all similar, but maybe in different ways. After seeing the way Oda has handled the Celestial Dragons and Kuma, like Celestial Dragon's relationship with Kuma, and now Saturn's relationship with and the interactions with Bonnie, I'm curious how he's going to handle Imu heading into the end of the story, because Imu is going to be the representation of all of that, right? So I wonder how he's going to go about that. Especially, like you said, if this is just the introduction to that sort of thing, even though obviously we've seen how disgusting these characters can be at times throughout the course of the series. But here in particular, it's on full display. So I really wonder what Oda has in store for Imu and the Gorosei. The rest of the Gorosei. But especially Imu.
Oh yeah, the robot. Hank. Hank in Ultimate Power 01 just reminded me of the robot too, bro. Like, dude, for some reason, like, and I just finished rereading that chapter the other day, getting ready for all like the chapter of the year stuff, and even now I'm like, man, the flippin' Iron Giant still has to make his appearance here, dude. Like the Iron Giant still has to fulfill whatever role or purpose they have to serve here. Which I can't wait to see what that is, man. Yeah, Bagudu, I'd be so down for that. The crew inside the legendary Iron Knight. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. That's true, DJ. Imagine what Luffy's going to be capable of right now if he made goggles out of his afro last time. You know? So Josh Pointer says, so Coach, what is your theory on how the Marines can control Kuma and Kuma having a will of his own to come to Egghead? I think it's similar to what Brandon King was saying earlier and what Lilith said at the beginning of the arc, where instincts. What was it again? Hold on, let me look at Brandon King's. Brandon King. Where I'm trying to remember the comment, but basically it was like. That instinct is something that cannot be taken away from people. So this is basically so intertwined with Kuma's core to protect Bonnie, right? That it overruled all of those different things. To me, I like it, especially in terms of Egghead, because Oda, throughout the course of the series, continues to take these stories that are well known and twist it in his own way. And what more well-known sci-fi story is there than the robot that has no human emotion, but gains human emotion due to the experiences that they've had with other people? Right? We've seen it in so many pieces of media where the robot that is not supposed to feel anything feels something, or stuff of that nature. And so in Kuma's case, for this to happen here now, and, you know, his old human body memories, instincts, still being prevalent here, coming out at the very end, to me it just fits right in line with how Oda has continued to take these stories that have been told through time and just puts it in his own way. And I'm a sucker for that type of stuff. So I think that's my personal theory as to how Kuma was able to do it, and why they weren't able to control him. Quag2 says, I still hope Giant Gear 5 Luffy uses the robot as a suit of armor. We need that. We really, really need that. I need that. Winston says, Blackbeard's crew and the robot. What else is going to happen? I have to find out, dude. We're on chapter 1103. Like, we can clearly see the arc is coming to a close, but we have no idea what's going to end. We have no idea. It's so exciting. Hunt Predator comes says the Iron Giant will probably just help them to leave Egghead. I mean, if the Iron Giant's purpose is to take them over to Egghead, or is to take them over to Elbaf or wherever in the world we're going next, I would be still down for that. Because that would be a purpose that the Iron Giant has to serve. And yet another parallel within this arc, whereas Kuma came in order to protect, the Iron Giant is still attempting to fulfill its purpose, which is probably has to do something with either Nika, the fruit, or something where it's still
a robot or an instinct that is fulfilling his purpose all of these years later. Maybe like an original Kuma of sorts, right? Which to me is still really cool and a really nice parallel. OMG says, do you think Saturn will go down this arc or will he flee somehow? Or murder everyone here, which is not likely? At this point, I don't think yeah, that last one definitely is not likely. I think especially with the way this chapter ended and went, I could see Saturn going down this arc. I could see Saturn going down this arc because Egghead has become much more prominent in the grand scale of things than I initially thought. I thought Egghead was going to be a small lore piece Zoe-esque arc when it started. And it ended up being much more than that. Especially after 1078's big incident page, right? I think Saturn going down is a major possibility. But if he doesn't go down here, especially with all the build-up from the flashback, I wonder what Oda would have in store for when he does actually go down. Because it feels like it's the perfect time. It feels like this is the right time for Saturn to get just absolutely mollywopped by Kuma and Luffy and just send him packing. But if they don't do that and they are forced to escape and Kuma has like a final standoff with Saturn as they all manage to barely get out of there, then I wonder what Oda would have in store for Saturn in the final saga, or in the final couple of arcs, whenever we get to that point. Because then, if Kuma and Luffy don't do it, who would actually end up taking out Saturn? Because we know Luffy's going to be fighting Imu at the end. Then who in the world's going to take out Saturn? That's my whole thing with Saturn either potentially going down here or later. I would prefer it now, but I don't have Oda's mind, right? I don't know what greater plans he could potentially have for Sanjay Garcia Saturn. So we'll see. I'm going to say here and now that he is going down in this arc. But we'll see what happens, OMG. We'll see what happens. Right, Silos. Brings up a great point with it's an instinct just like Hancock clone with Luffy. Right? Like the Seraphim of Hancock, the S-Snake, still proceeded to have those same feelings for Luffy. That's just something that comes from inside. Judgmentus, welcome to the Kingdom of Santa Hats. I appreciate you, Judgmentus. Love the profile picture. Yeah, Lazy Mofo says he's getting teleported if he comes anywhere near defeat. I could definitely see that happening as well. Definitely. Especially with the way that he was summoned in there, he could be summoned right out as well. Recon comes in. Oh, snap, we got a few here. Recon comes in. Excuse me. Comes in with a 7 and says, Kuma's using hockey equals willpower. How if he's not conscious? Also, when Akainu blew off some of Kuma's head, he might have blown off the authority chip too. That's a great point, Recon. So for both of your comments here, Kuma using hockey equals willpower. How if he's not conscious? This could be one of those situations where, remember, when Luffy used Conqueror's hockey and Kaido sensed it, even though Luffy was knocked unconscious. Luffy was still able to use Conqueror's hockey because Kaido sensed, he was like, yo, you're looking down on me even though you're defeated. So I think that if this truly is right now, well, we know Kuma's using hockey because we see it right there, right? But it feels like one of those things similar to Luffy, where he's able to use hockey even though he's not conscious. As showcased in chapter 924, was that? In 924. But I love your idea of Akainu blowing off some of Kuma's head, and that's where the authority chip is. Because once again, if Saturn goes down in this arc, it is all his fault that he does. And if Kuma is responsible for being a part of that, and Akainu blew off one of his a piece of his head, which led to the authority chip being taken out, then that would also be on their head as well. And I really, really like that. I like that a lot. That's a cool idea, Recon. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Iron SOTG comes in with a 5 Canadian and says, Happy holidays to you, Coach. Happy holidays, fam. I think the necklace was made by Vegapunk based on his church's symbol seen in his memories. Great point. Great point. Standing up to Saturn once more. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that a lot. You're right. You're right. It's like Vegapunk was trying to leave something with Bonnie to that would represent what Kuma held dear, right? As well as representation of like hope to him, which also represent that as well to Bonnie. So I wonder, let's just say if, hypothetically speaking, Bonnie becomes a Straw Hat, and she goes over to Elbaf, whom we know have at least a sector of their verse due to the Big Mom flashback, whom hold Nika in the highest regards. How would they feel about Bonnie not only utilizing her ability in the way that she does, but also having that necklace? I feel like that might have some significance there. But that's only if Bonnie comes with us to Egghead, right? It's just very simple. Every time I see that sun, it has so much importance within the series. But great idea, Iron SOTG. I would be so down for that. For Vegapunk creating that with that in mind. I appreciate you. LAJ35 comes on the 2 and says, what do you think the Egghead incident is? At this point, I'm really leaning towards Garcia Saturn going down. But I feel like Oda still has one more twist left up his sleeve, which is why I don't think it seems something we can predict. Because it feels like the Egghead incident is most certainly going to have something to do with the Straw Hats either being portrayed as teaming up with another party to take on a member of the Gorosei, or, the kidnapping, or whatever it is. I'm going to say that the Egghead incident is a collective of multiple different things, right? Everything we're seeing around the world going on right now, alongside Garcia Saturn potentially getting packed, and a potential part in the newspaper saying that Luffy and the Blackbeard pirates were the ones who took down Garcia Saturn. Because there's going to be some sort of exaggeration. Whether that thing in the paper says Luffy and ex-warlord Bartholomew Kuma with the Blackbeard pirates take down Garcia Saturn, or Emperor Luffy with Admiral Kizaru, who betrays the WG, take out Garcia Saturn, or Luffy with Revolutionary Army Commander Monkey D. Dragon, take on Garcia Saturn. It's going to be something like the God Valley incident, where two unlikely parties team up together to take out another foe, or to take on another foe. If we're going to continue with the parallels, as we have continued throughout the course of the story up until this point, especially in Egghead. If we're to continue with those parallels, then I'm fully expecting something like that to be the way it's written in the paper. It may not be true to us. Like, obviously, Luffy and the Blackbeard Pirates are not going to team up to take on Garcia Saturn. But it could be written that way within the newspaper, which to me is the important thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Those are my thoughts, LAJ. But thank you for that. And Jesus Alvarez comes in with a 2 and says, Rouge has to be the next focus after Bonnie. He's the one that we still need to have major focus on. We've had major focus on every other supernova in the post-time skip. And we're still waiting on a Rouge. I do believe if we are going to Elbaf next, it's the perfect time for a Rouge to come in and shine. The perfect time. And I'd be so down for that. Considering, I was actually talking to Kev about this, because Kev did like a Worst Generation tier list. And it was so difficult for me because of my connection to so many of the Worst Generation now. Thanks to the post-time skip stuff. Where a lot of these characters have received shine. And a lot of these characters have become some of my favorites. Like, I just think about 3 in particular. That, well, actually, even more than 3, man. Like, I feel like a good portion of them, I've at the very least gained like significant more interest in. But I'm talking about characters that like 100% like, yo, I really, really love these characters. Like a Law and a Bonnie and stuff like that, right? Where you see these characters just fleshed out so much. Or you go back to like Whole Cake and see the way that Capone, that the character, the way that his character was portrayed from Zoe to Whole Cake. It's just, what Oda's done with the supernovas here has been so cool that I would love to see how he would handle a Rouge, given his own time to shine. And he'd be the last one, and one of the most important, considering how much we still have to learn about the Birkin and Sky Island and Lunarians and all the different races on the planet. I think it would be so cool to explore, to continue to explore that with a character like a Rouge. Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Thank you, Jesus Alvarez. The Mad Monk, Eric. The Mad Monk. Lizard, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, yo. Weezaru. No, truly. Truly. Big Cat Morgans. You see the vision, lazy mofos. You see the vision. Yo, Subra. So, because I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I saw what he tweeted. I know AJ made it to the Yamato chapter. What chapter did AJ make it to? Because I know he's at least gotten to 984. So, if he's reading Roof Piece this week, or at least 1000, I'm assuming that means that's going to be the Sunday stream, right? I don't think it's the Friday stream. If it's a Sunday stream, I might be able to make it. If it's the Friday stream, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll try to be there no matter what for either. But, we'll see. I can still see that being the case too, LJ. Honestly. Kosh Panic comes with a 5. Says, do you think Frankie will kill Kuma, given his tendency to press self-destruct buttons? Poor Frankie catching a stray, man. In 2023. Frankie catching a stray, dude. Do you think Frankie will kill Kuma given his tendency to press self-destruct buttons? Oh my god, bro. You know what, Akash Panda? That was a well-needed laugh. A well-needed laugh considering how emotional this chapter was. Excuse me. You know what? He probably will. He probably will, yo. He probably will. he might, man. He might, dude. Goodness gracious. Shout out to my boy Frankie. Shout out to my boy Frankie, man. Akash Panda, thank you, dog. Oh, yeah, May Green. I would not be surprised if after this chapter, like, One Piece fans are already making the necklace. Already making the necklace, yo. Yeah, this Sunday stream he will reach 1,000 possibly mods at plan 10:15. Oh, actually, Subra. Well, never mind. Never mind. I have to keep it hush hush. All I can say is, I can't talk about it. I can talk about it. I can't talk about it. It's something in regards to that. I already talked to AJ about it a while ago. So, just know that things are in the works. Things in the works for that in particular. For that in particular. But just in case he hasn't said anything about it, I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna keep quiet. Let me see. Zach Omar comes to membership for 8 months. So I don't even got nothing relevant to say. So I'm gonna use my monthly chat because I can never catch you. Happy holidays, Recon. Hope things are well. Dude, nothing but love to you, Zach Omar, man. Thank you so much for stopping by so late at night, and for coming in and just enjoying this chapter with us, yo. You know, just absolute insanity, yo. Happy holidays to you as well. And you know, things, even though from a health standpoint, and it's unfortunate we weren't able to go on the trip because the family got sick. But in substitution, we've had a lot of great, you know, family bonding time together, just stuck here, and even just in our own individual things. It's been, even though obviously we wish our bodies could keep up with it, but morale wise, we've been feeling good. We've been feeling good, and things are they're only on the up. They're only on the up from here. I appreciate you, Zach Omar, for that. Top 3 best fathers: Kuma, Kairos, and then Whitebeard. That's a strong list. Strong list right there. All GOATs. All legends. All legends. Right after because y'all know I'm currently going through the Paramount Wars saga rewatch in the anime. Once I finish that, I have the urge to re-experience Dressrosa again. It's an arc I go through quite a bit. But with the context here, I want to go back and re-experience that arc too. I love Dressrosa, man. It's going to be non-stop peak DJ. We'll be there no matter what. We're going to be there no matter what. But ladies and gentlemen, I have to call it here. My throat can't take anymore. Like I told her earlier, I probably shouldn't even have done this stream. But we were going to be here no matter what, come hell or high water. The peak fiction was going to take place. And so, thank y'all so much for being here. This was a magnificent, magnificent chapter. One that I was not expecting to have this week. But we got it. So glad that we did. Nothing but love to everybody who stopped by for just a collective, phenomenal experience. And so I will see y'all as soon as I possibly can. We will be celebrating the New Year's, hopefully with a chapter of the year pull results, as well as my own personal list. And of course, we're going to do the episode of the year stuff. And then we'll start off next year during the big long break with some cool stuff as well. Also, for anyone who has not participated in the Q&A, we currently have a Q&A that I'm collecting questions for. I was doing it both on Twitter and on YouTube. I think it would be much easier for everyone here to access it on YouTube. But it is in the community post tab if you just look over there. It's for an end of the year Q&A we're going to be doing at the beginning of next year. And I'm very much looking forward to answering those questions there as well. So if anyone, it doesn't have to be One Piece related, it could be about anything, but you could definitely ask One Piece questions there too. So I will see y'all next time. Thank y'all so much for watching. We're going to be there no matter what here in the coming weeks. We have so much greatness in store for us. We've got a Monsters one-shot anime adaptation next month. We have Egghead in the anime, the continuation of this magnificent chapter, and so much more. It's going to be a great time, man. So I will see y'all. Take care. Nothing but love to everybody here. And I hope all of you have if I don't see you before then, I hope you all have a wonderful new year. And thank y'all so much for making 2023 just an all-time legendary year for me, man. Thank y'all. Nothing but love to everyone here. Have a blessed one. Kuma is the greatest, man. He truly, truly is. What a magnificent flippin' chapter, bro. Oh my god.